let's review this week's price action. I pretty much took a trade every single day apart from Monday. Why didn't I take a trade Monday? Well, it was daylight savings, so usually trading starts at 1:30 a.m. Now it's 12:30. I didn't know that. I put an alarm for 1:25 and it was already too late. It was a mess. Clearly a mess, the New York session, so I'm glad I missed that. Tuesday was a good trade. Let's see. Let's pull our range up. What's happening here? So, oh yeah, this was that weird day where we didn't take out the equal lows and we pumped. So, looking at ES, I'm pretty sure. Where am I? What the fuck? ES took out that low, which is why I took that long. Yep, right here. ES took it out. Otherwise, I would never take this long, right? So, with that in mind, why did I long this? First of all, we have clear liquidity pools. We have so much liquidity here. We have so much liquidity here. It just does not make sense. We would keep dumping and just leave all this. And pretty much my entry was, as soon as we took out this high, we closed above it, strong close. I took the next candle's open low and I took it to this high. Now, if I shift the range up, that level is EQ, this level here. Right, this is EQ. So that's a good target for me. In terms of executions, I'll put it in the editing. So that's that. I didn't enter with a lot of size, but going into Wednesday, so pretty much you need to figure out if Tuesday is the high of week. Well, is it possible we have high of week? What liquidity pool did this high take out? It took out this 4-hour high. It also took out this 4-hour high and we reswept it, which is what I want to see. And as soon as that happens, I need to wait. Okay, listen. Here is actually source. And it sounds simple, but most people don't do this. Whenever we take out a liquidity pool, which is what? It's a high or a low. Whenever we take out a high or a low, you need to wait for a new phase of price. You need to let retracement occur. You need to let consolidation occur. So we take out the high and we dump. That's what I want to see. Going into Wednesday, we have this liquidity pool. We sweep it, we hit the level, okay? And now I want to figure out a way to go short from there. Now I actually took a long in here. Why did I take a long in here? I see. Okay, so I didn't trade New York this session. My reasoning for the longs was that on the 1 hour, we took out this liquidity pool. Okay. And I'm pretty sure we had some sort of gold back level. Yep, we had a gold back level here. And this would have been a good entry down here. But if you miss that, that's fine. I'm going to wait for the opposing side to be taken. This high took out, well, this high created this low. Right, this is the range. Everything is a range. Once we take out the range high, I need to wait for a new phase of price, like I said before. I'm never entering longs as soon as we take out liquidity. That's the worst thing you can do. If you simply just wait, you'll filter out a lot of trades. What do I need to see? I need to see a new phase of price. Are we getting a new phase of price? Clearly, we're consolidating in this fractal thing here. So, I want to see a low formed, an engineered low form, and I want it to be taken with time. Now I can't go into what time specifically is, but I took this here and I targeted this high here. Just this simple high above equilibrium. I could have targeted EQ as well. That's just as valid. So that's that trade. Let me see if I have the execution. Yeah, right here. Turtle soup. Took it out there. That's Wednesday. I didn't look at New York just because I already had taken my win. Going to Thursday. Thursday, I took something Asia. So this trade ran 200 points, but I TP'd like at 30 points, which is pretty. It hurts, but it's okay, right? Shit like that happens. So what's the reasoning for this trade? Always start on the high time frame. Okay. On the 1 hour, what do we have? We have a sweep. Everything starts with turtle soup. Everything. I don't care if you trade order flow or whatever the fuck. Everything starts with the liquidity sweep. Whatever arbitrary name you want to call it. Objectively, that's how the market moves. From what we can see with candles. We sweep this 1 hour low. The higher the low, the higher the time frame, the low, the better. We sweep it, but that's not enough. I want to see another sweep. And on that second sweep, that's where my entry is. So I entered, what time did I enter? This is, yeah, so I entered here pretty much. And I took it out at this high. Or was it this high? Can't remember. But here's that trade. Okay, I entered at the total soup. I had my TP all the way up here and I was stopped out in profit. So my TP was up here. And this sharp decline stopped me out. I had my stop in profit a little bit. So unlucky, but it happens. In that New York session, I didn't take anything. Did I? No, I did. Oh yeah, okay, I remember this day now. This day was pretty clean. So, again, on the high time frame, I'm bearish. Why? This is high of week for me. Pretty much, when do I know when this is high of week? I know this is high of week when we take this out and we keep dumping. That's 100% confirmed. Okay, that's 100%. So let's just clear everything. So this is potential high of week here. What low took out this high? This high here. So this high was taken by this. But what caused this? If we follow it back, go to the left, go to the left, go to the left, go to the left, boom. This low. So this low took out this high here. Okay? So that low is important. Because if we keep dumping from this low, then we're actually bearish. But if we see some sort of reversal, then this is truly the reversal and this is the next doll. Alright, that's my thinking for everything, every high and low, high time frame, low time frame. But before this dumped, right, so pretty much when this candle closes, I know that this is high week 100%. But when this happened here and we dumped, I was 85% short. Okay? So, I'm bearish. What is my weekly doll? That you have to always have in mind. What is your overall doll for the week? Well, all I need to do is get my range out. Pretty simple. I'm just looking at lows and discount. Okay? Now, where is the first low and discount? This low here. This is the easiest doll. Okay, this is my doll for the week. Or at least for that given day. So, I want to figure out a way to make my way down there. Looking on the 15. This is all pre-market. So we already have turtle soup up here. So I know this high is protected. I know New York session, we're not going to go up to this. Okay. So 9:30 opens, nothing to take. We made equal highs here, so we know this is definitely going to be taken. We're not going to leave these equal highs here. I would not take this first sweep just because there's no time. So if there was time here, maybe I would have taken it. This is a really good entry here. I didn't take this just because I hesitated. Now continuations, same thing. If this is truly the reversal, this is the opposing side. I wanted to see this be ran through. It gets ran through. Okay, that confirms my bearishness. And I essentially take this candle's open high. This is also time. I can't explain that. And where is my entry for that? Here. So I entered there, took it out of there, then stopped out in profit. My doll is still down here, remember? This here is just a minor liquidity pool. On the 15 minute, you can see here. It's just a 15-minute liquidity pool. It's not 1 hour. This is the 1 hour. So I still can take trades to my doll if the opportunity is given. Where am I? The candles will load. Okay. So after that, that's done. Okay. I took then this short. Not the best trade. This was more of an intuition trade just because, again, once we take out the opposing side, I want to see it dump. Right, I thought we were just going to dump here straight away, but we did have a new phase of price. So again, this was kind of a shitty trade. I could have waited for a new phase of price. But that was a break even. Same thing here. I took this dip into this FEG. This was also a break even. And as soon as I got stopped out, what do we have? We have an engineered high souped with time. And this trade pretty much covered all my break evens. And it was just a 50-point trade. Do I have my executions here? Here. Okay, so I was up 1.1k. Going into Friday. No, I also took a trade in Asia, but I can't remember. Oh no, that was Friday. So I took a trade on Friday as well during Asia. It was this trade here. I won't get into that. I can't be fucked. So I'm still bearish, remember? Well, you don't know if you're bearish yet. You need to figure out, okay, is this point in Friday low of week? So up until this point, 4 a.m. I don't know if this is truly low of week, because if this really is low of week, this is your target, this is your target. And maybe EQ as well. Okay, but if this is not low of week, then we're going to go up here, soup, and make our way down and make the new low of week, the real low of week. Okay, so you need to figure that out. You need to have a criteria of where you determine if a higher low is protected or not. Okay? The main question you want to ask yourself, how do you determine if a higher low is protected? How do you really determine it? Has someone been fucked over? Okay? Has the market done enough damage for that to be considered real manipulation? So if we look at this example here. Now, whoever's watching this video and is still watching it right now, I'm going to give you some source. Because I know like only 100 people watch this channel. I want to bless you guys. Actually give you shit. So, real damage is done with 2 sweeps. Okay? We turtle soup this, people going short, then we turtle soup it again. It's fucking over a lot of people. It's fucking people in short, it's fucking people in longs. People trying to go short here, right? They see it go down, they're trying to short in here as well. Then it sweeps one more time. And again, people are going long in here. People going long in here. They see this as a retrace, and they see this up move as a breakout. So, How do I truly know if a high is a reversal? 90% of the time, okay? Again, everything is liquidity pools. You need to already have a liquidity pool marked out. How we take out the liquidity pool is important. So I never enter on the first touch. I always wait for some sort of consolidation and a second sweep. But again, I usually don't try to guess the top. This is real advice I'm going to give you. Never try guess the top. If you just want to make money, just be a continuation trader. Catching the tops and bottom, it's cool and all, it's satisfying. But if you just want to get payouts, just wait a little bit more. So, the source is this. This is the opposing side of the range. If you were a continuation trader, you'd wait for this to be taken and you'd wait for a new phase of price. Then you'd enter on the sweep to go lower. So this would be your entry here. If you were a continuation trader. Or there's like a dip into an FVG. Again, my entry criteria is more specific than this. I have time, I have levels, all these different things. But even with basic ICT, the same principle is the same. Now, if you were trying to be a top tick, bottom tick trader or trying to guess the top, you'd be trying to enter up here. I rarely try to enter up here. I'm mostly waiting for this right here because this has a higher win rate than this. Okay, but the main thing people fuck up in is that they try to take shorts in here. They're not waiting for a new phase of price. You have to wait for a new phase of price. Then wait for a manipulation. If you want to be even more careful, it's the same fractal thing. You can wait for the opposing side to be taken. You wait for some sort of low time from consolidation, and you can enter in there to be even more safe, and your stop can be in there. Okay? Now, with that logic in mind, this is protected. We have a double sweep here. When 9:30 opens, it's the same thing. Where is it? Here. It's the same thing. I'm not entering on the first sweep. I'm entering on the second sweep. And if that second sweep has time, I'm taking that short. So same thing. This is the opposing side. We just dump straight through it. That confirms my bias. Okay. That's pretty much it. Like, just to show. This is one of my students. He also took this short here. He also took this long. Beautiful long. I'm pretty much up nearly 3 grand on my flex funded. And yeah, I hope you guys learned something. And if you watched to the end, I appreciate you.